Hello, welcome back to another major battle. We're fighting two Empire armies. They have a lot of basic infantry like swordsmen, spearmen. They have crossbowmen, handgunners, and a lot of artillery too. We're looking at hailstorm rocket batteries, and they're beginning to launch their barrages towards Tokshin. Tokshin has a skirmishing army. That's his plan, to skirmish for a period of time. I have more of a punch you in your face type of army. I've got one tree man behind him, a bunch of treekin, 4 groups of hawk riders, and I'd like to point out how they're actually rather proficient in melee combat, which means that they're able to go after ranged units of your enemy quite well. Just because they're able to shoot does not mean that they cannot fight in melee combat. Glade riders that have Hagbane tips, they're coming in. I have a lot of room to maneuver. If I had more time, I probably would have moved fully into the woods and had gone behind that Empire player. In hindsight, I probably will do that in the future, if I can, if I play on this map again. I'm sure I will, eventually. We have Demigryph Knights that have halberds over in the woods. We're looking at spearmen moving over to the woods too. They're trying to block me. They have a Karl Franz on foot, which is kind of weird. They brought in a Bright Wizard, knowing that fire damage will do more to our units, our trees. The other Empire army has a flying General of the Empire and a flying Bright Wizard with cannon. Tokshin lured them into a trap. He intentionally brought out his Dryads. He told me about it. I was like, okay, that sounds pretty cool. He brought them all out here where he would be able to surround them. That one group of Dryads might be gone. They cost a bit over 500 gold. But he's going to lose a lot of Knights of the Blazing Sun, which costs like, what, 1,200 per? That is a lot of dead Knights. He's moving in. Hawk Riders are moving in. We've got Wild Riders moving in too. We've got Archers shooting right at them. A beautiful trap placed by Tokshin. He did a really good job. And they could do fire damage, which is why they're pretty dangerous. And check that out. Immediately being hit. He's got a Spellsinger of Shadows. He's probably going to debuff them and do damage to them via magic. Check that out. They're losing it now. A lot of Knights were either damaged or killed. He uses Prey of Anath Rema to pin him down. Yeah, Tokshin really did a great job there. He's getting even better. Putting him in charge of a Wood Elf army was a bad idea, because he's learning quickly, and it's pretty scary. That guy has done some crazy things in battle. Usually you don't see traps playing out very well, but here with the Wood Elves, where you have a more guerrilla warfare type of faction, you can do that. And now they're being hit by his Hawk Riders. And they're dying. Sure, Cannon might kill a few of his riders, but he annihilated so many Knights of the Blazing Sun who are done for. And he took minimal damage. We've got what? Another group that's currently being hit. Arrow of Carnuous going after that steam tank, trying to damage it, which did a lot of damage. Alright, let's go look at what I'm doing over here. We didn't get a chance to really look at it. Okay, fortunately not too much happened. Got my Lamentation of Despair, killing some spearmen in the woods. Durthu is fighting on the front lines right now. We've got spearmen fighting too. Oh, if you're hearing birds, you're actually hearing that from the game, to let you know. One person was like, am I hearing birds? Or is that the game? Definitely the game. Alright, spearmen fighting me in the woods. I'm going to be there for a while. Over here, we've got Demigryph Knights. I don't know if you forgot about them or what, but they're just waiting, watching. The trees are going to help out, and I've got a Waste Stalker too. Not the best location for him. Nice legs, bro. Ooh, right into combat. Hacking down a few of the humans. Alright, there goes a lot of that artillery hitting me. Yeah, I'm going to let you know. It's rather funny, but I'm fighting here for my life. I'm going to be going in pretty deep. I have my Hagbane tip riders, the Glade riders moving in right now, going after handgunners. I'm trying to hit them from behind. I had a lot to micromanage. I go right into them. I do a lot of damage. I should have immediately have moved out. That would have been much better. I have my Hawk Riders over here. I'm going after their artillery, trying to destroy them once and for all. That way they could leave me alone. 3 groups of Hailstorm rocket batteries. That is a lot of artillery, and that could do a lot of damage. That's why we're moving into battle right now. Trying to hit them, trying to break them. They're still all the way over here fighting me. I was a little bit too grouped up because that Hailstorm rocket battery just kept me in the woods. I have my Tree Man and Tree Kid moving in. I'm going to have them go after the Halberds, which was a bad idea. That took way too long. Spearman would have done a much better job. Direct hit on my Eternal Guardsmen. I did a lot of damage too. 1 hit on their own rank. Oh, exploding a few of their own soldiers. Rather tragic. But they use a brilliant burning skull right in the middle of my Glade Riders, doing a lot of damage, not only to their health, to their lives, but to their leadership too. Tokshin's over here having a grand old time skirmishing. He's not quite investing yet. He's dancing. He's doing the waltz right now while I'm fighting for my damn life, trying to break through the hard way. The Knights are moving in for whatever reason. They're gonna do a lot of damage to the Dryads, but he's gonna be able to surround them. He's poisoning them, debuffing them. She's got Wild Riders who are just riding around. He's brought a lot of them too. Yeah, one of you wanted to have a battle where Tokshin would command like only flanking units and I would bring in the big guys to go fight. It kind of happened here incidentally. He ended up bringing a large skirmishing army, and that's what he did. Not every unit is a skirmishing unit, but he brought in enough. Look at that. The Knights of Blazing Sun are done for. They're surrounded. They're all going to die. He completely wiped them out. He's taking some damage, but it doesn't matter. Knights are gone now. Now they only have basic infantry. Here's my Hawk Riders still trying to fight. I should have moved back sooner. That would have been much better. I'm trying to exchange fire, but that was a really bad idea to do that. Durthu still moving around. Trying to do whatever damage he's able to do. I brought in some Spearmen to go after the Halberds, who are taking damage but not quite dead. I've got a Treeman moving in. We're going after Spearmen right now. Walking right through. That was a pretty good hit. What, a fireball, I believe. That's what it looked like. I'm not too sure if it was. I brought in a Feral Manticore. Those are okay. I probably wouldn't have brought that in hindsight, but that's okay. I move away my flying units for now. I'm having them all try to shoot off these handgunners, but they definitely cannot shoot or outshoot handgunners. Here comes another Burning Skull, doing damage to my tree man. They're really trying to hit it. There's a lot of good artillery fire on my spearmen, doing a lot of damage to them. We'll check it out in slow motion real quick. Alright, we have a group of swordsmen who will eventually come fight. I'm trying to move in still. I brought in a lot of flying units, and they're going to come back in eventually to go after the artillery. I have a Manticore still going after the Hailstorm rocket batteries. They're all grouped up, so it's actually kind of hard to kill them all. But look at how many they brought in. So many of them. Those birds are pretty crazy sounding whenever you go into slow motion. I like how you can hear that. Alright, Tokshin's still flying around, dancing away, getting his kills in. Look at that. Chopped a few spearmen. We've got a Spellsinger of Shadows still around here. Yeah, he's not charging in yet. Definitely not charging in yet. And I'm over here, just doing my thing. He goes after the Knights of the Blazing Sun, completely destroying them. I'm moving in immediately, trying to get it in all the way deep. Amber deep, branch deep. Got a little bit rambly for a moment, but it's okay. We are still going into combat. Here's Durthu. Going after Carl Franz. I want to kill him eventually. Here's my Feral Manticore, 11 kills right now. They're still shooting at me. 58 kills. I used my Lamentation. I don't know if that... Yeah, that did get a few. I was kind of hoping it would. Sort of Daith, which ends up doing a lot of damage. Or I thought it did. They have a chance to resist it, but it does damage. Durthu's still going. 81 kills right now. Still fighting the Halberds. 9 kills is what they have, but they're fighting Treekins, so that could be really bad for me. But they're fighting a few Spearmen too. Got my other Treemen going after these Swordsmen. They're now terrified. They used a Luminarch of Heat to go after my Waystalker. That did a lot of damage, and that freaked me out a bit. And Tokshin used that crazy ability. I don't know what it's called. I haven't used it yet, but I thought that was nuts. It freaked me out. I was like, what the hell was that? Using a Flame Storm on his Way Watchers. Not doing as much damage as I thought it would. Probably because they're not disattacked, I have no idea, but that's a little bit strange. It didn't do a lot of damage. He's using Melkov's Mystifying Miasma on his handgunners. Did an ample amount of damage to them. And if you look at it, I'm the one losing all the soldiers. I'm the one going, I must survive. And Tokshin's like, yeah, having a waltz, why not? I'm getting all my Hawk Riders after that Luminarch. I want that Luminarch gone immediately. I hated that thing. They're getting pecked. Hagbane tips are moving back in, still debuffing. Got a few Hawk Riders still flying in the air. That friendly fire is pretty nice. Still hit my own Spearmen, but that's a little bit of friendly fire. They're still going after Durthu. They don't like Durthu very much for whatever reason. I don't know. Spearmen still fighting. Got a Waystalker. Is that my Waystalker? Yeah. 64 kills. He got a few kills. Yeah, not bad. Okay. Spearmen are helping out with my Treekin, fighting those Halberds in the woods. Well, Dimmergrave Halberds, to clarify. Treeman 55 kills. Tokshin still not quite engaging yet. The entire time, he kept the guy pinned down, who couldn't help out his ally, really. The boys are fleeing. I'm still fighting in a giant mix-up. Pecking them. There's a lot of pecking going on. I'm a good pecker. Another Lamentation of Despair, killing a group of swordsmen and spearmen, whatever is around here. Oh yeah, I used that Block of Doom. I should have used that a lot more, that would have been much better. They're terrified now. Upgraded, but it did backfire on me a bit, doing damage to me, but we got rid of all the spearmen. These guardsmen are going for it. They're fighting. They're going to flee eventually. My Hawk Riders are coming back into the air. I lost a lot, I know that much. But again, I wanted to go after their artillery, and there's damn magic people. There's Luminarch operators, light wizards, celestial wizards, whatever they are. I don't remember which. I'm blanking out right now. Too much bloodshed. I lose my mind whenever there's too much bloodshed. My guards are still fighting. 57 kills, which is really not too bad. However, they're still going. They do have armor piercing, which is pretty effective. I always forget about the armor piercing. I always think of them as only anti-large, but no, they have armor piercing. We finally get rid of the Demogryph Knights in the woods. 6 are left. That is it. My Treekin is still fighting. My Treekin would have done a much better job over here, I think. But the Dayith and my Treemen are now fighting together. Or, you know, Durthu and my Treemen are fighting together. Nearly 200 kills now. We were able to get a lot. I have Spearman fighting over here, fighting a Bright Wizard and a Carl Franz on foot. He's taking a pretty good amount of damage. Still killing my guys, but he's taking a lot of damage. Tokshin's still dancing. He didn't go in. He was just moving around the entire time. He took down the steam tank from afar. That was pretty good. Didn't have to worry about that. And again, me and him are just bashing our heads in. Imagine both of our arms are broken and we're just headbutting each other over and over. I lost so many men. I have my Hawk Riders over here chasing fleeing troops, trying to get rid of them. Tokshin brought in some Wild Riders to help me out, which was needed. Now they have more of the leadership coming to fight me. Ooh. And they're going after Durthu. A little bit late for that. They didn't want to be shut up. They could have moved into the trees, and that would have been a better choice. That would have countered Tokshin's skirmishing. They could have moved into the trees and helped with their ally, probably. That would have helped it a lot more. All the Wild Riders would have made it hard for him to move around, but still, that would have helped it a lot more. Another Arrow of Carnivorous, but not a lot of kills for that one. Oh, there's another one. At least I believe it was. Yeah, it should have been. I've destroyed a majority of my enemy, who did a lot of damage to me. They did a lot to me. I had to fight over here, taking out Carl Franz and whoever else I could. We're debuffing them, the Beveling Foe. Ray of Unoff the Rim, or whatever it's called. And that's when we get to go in and take out Carl Franz and company. Yeah, all of the leadership in one location, being trapped by our Wild Riders, by our Lords. They had no chance. This army over here was just getting damaged slowly over time. Shooting at my poor guardsmen. There's only 5 left in that group. And now I'm having my Hawk Riders go after these handgunners. Completely broke them. Going after cannon. Breaking cannon. Well, that's Tokshin actually with the Spell Singer. Yeah, Durthu and my tree men took out everything. Carl Franz, the Bright Wizards, all of it. All wiped out. That's how we won that battle. Alright, let's go look at what we have. I lost over 500. Durthu killed over 200. My Waystalker, 121, which is a great amount of kills. Alright, Treeman, 91 kills. My Hawk Riders, if you look at them, they worked. They did a lot of work. I had to fight so much. My Treekin didn't do too much. They were too busy fighting that group of Halberds, and that took too long. They don't have the DPS for it, the damage for it, the raw output. Okay, let's go look at what he has. One of those Hellstone rocket batteries did a lot of damage to me. Halberd, 51 kills. Spearman, 80 kills. That's a fair amount. Yeah, they just kind of whittled me down. They outnumbered me, but I beat them. I mean, that player had what, 1,600? I had 755, so he definitely did outnumber me. I only had 242 remaining. Majority of my army destroyed. Tokshin had 596. The other player lost only 400. Yeah, Tokshin danced around a lot, kept him busy, kept him in place while I was fighting the entire time. But that was funny. Me and him were laughing about that. It was a lot of fun. Well, thank you for watching. Look forward at 2 p.m. US Central for my Wood Elf campaign episode. It'll be up then. Thank you for watching. Check back on my channel. And as always, until then.